Welcome back everyone to another exciting coin collecting adventure. Today we are diving into the world of rare and valuable Washington $quarter coins that have shocked collectors with their incredible prices and hidden rarity. Some of these quarters look completely normal at first glance, but if you check your pocket change carefully, you could be holding a small fortune without even realizing it. From rare mint errors to low mintage treasures, these Washington quarters continue to make headlines in the coin collecting world. Make sure you stay until the very end because the final coin on this list has sold for an unbelievable amount of money and collectors everywhere are searching for it right now. Let's get started. First up, the Washington $quarter 1997 D mint mark that shocked collectors forever. Every coin collector dreams about finding one special coin hiding quietly in an old jar, forgotten drawer, or pocket full of change. Most people never imagine that an ordinary-looking Washington $quarter from 1997 could become one of the most talked-about coins among collectors. But the truth is that some rare examples of the 1997 Washington quarter with the D mint mark have captured massive attention because of their condition, striking appearance, and incredible collector demand. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating story behind this coin and why collectors continue searching for it everywhere. The 1997 Washington $quarter was produced during a time when millions of quarters were flowing through the American economy every single day. Most of these coins were spent immediately on groceries, vending machines, parking meters, and everyday shopping. Because so many were heavily circulated, finding one today in beautiful extra fine condition with strong details and original color has become much more exciting for serious collectors who understand the value hidden in condition rarity. The D mint mark on this coin means it was struck at the famous Denver Mint, one of the most important minting facilities in the United States. The Denver Mint has produced billions of coins over the decades, but collectors know that not every coin leaves the mint in perfect form. Some receive stronger strikes, cleaner surfaces, sharper details, and richer luster than others. That is why collectors carefully inspect every Washington quarter they find because one exceptional example can stand far above the rest. When you first hold a 1997 D Washington quarter in extra fine condition, the details immediately stand out. George Washington's portrait appears sharper and more alive compared to heavily worn examples. The hair details remain visible. The cheek lines are stronger, and the overall appearance gives the coin a crisp and attractive look that collectors love. Extra fine condition means the coin still preserves much of its original beauty while showing only light wear from circulation. The color of a coin can completely transform its appearance and desirability. Many collectors become fascinated with Washington quarters that display attractive natural toning or rich silver-gray surfaces that developed over years of careful preservation. A beautiful color pattern can make one coin dramatically more desirable than another even if both share the same grade. This is why some collectors spend years hunting for the perfect example with eye-catching surfaces and strong visual appeal. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming modern coins cannot be valuable. In reality, collectors often pay huge amounts for coins that combine rarity, exceptional condition, and collector demand. The Washington Quarter series remains one of the most popular coin collections in America because millions of people grew up seeing these coins every day. That familiarity creates emotional connection, and emotional connection drives powerful collector demand. The reverse side of the 1997 Washington Quarter features the famous eagle design that many collectors admire. The eagle stands proudly with spread wings, showing strength and national symbolism. On extra fine examples, the feathers remain clear and bold while the lettering around the edge still appears strong and clean. Collectors examine these details carefully because wear on the eagle often reveals how much circulation the coin experienced over time. Many collectors search through bank rolls hoping to discover hidden treasures. They spend hours examining quarters under bright lights looking for better strikes, stronger details, cleaner surfaces, and unusual characteristics. Sometimes they find nothing special, but every once in a while an outstanding coin appears unexpectedly. That possibility keeps collectors searching year after year because the thrill of discovery never disappears. Condition plays an enormous role in coin value. Two coins from the exact same year and mint can have dramatically different values depending on preservation. A damaged or heavily worn quarter may only be worth face value, while a stunning extra fine example with beautiful color and sharp details can attract serious collector interest. This difference teaches collectors the importance of careful storage and proper handling. Many people do not realize how easily coins become damaged. Scratches, fingerprints, cleaning marks, and environmental exposure can quickly destroy collector appeal. Experienced collectors never clean coins because cleaning often removes original surfaces and lowers value significantly. Natural surfaces with honest aging are usually far more desirable than artificially bright or polished coins. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. Since then, these quarters have become one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. The 1997 issue belongs to the final years before the famous state quarter program completely changed the appearance of circulating quarters in the United States. That historical timing gives the 1997 quarter additional interest among collectors. Collectors often study minting quality very closely. Some 1997 D quarters display stronger strikes than others, especially around Washington's hair and the eagle feathers. A sharply struck coin with minimal distractions can stand out dramatically when compared beside average examples. These small differences may appear unimportant to casual observers, but experienced collectors notice them immediately. Next up, the hidden Washington quarter $1981 mint mark that collectors are hunting everywhere. Most people never stop to look carefully at the quarters sitting in their pockets, jars, drawers, or old coin collections. They spend them every day without thinking twice. But sometimes an ordinary-looking coin can become an unbelievable treasure hiding in plain sight. The Washington quarter dollar from 1981 with the D mint mark is one of those fascinating coins that continues to surprise collectors across the country. While millions were produced decades ago, only a tiny number survived in beautiful extra-fine condition with strong color and eye-catching detail, making them highly desirable among serious collectors today. The 1981 Washington quarter was created during an important period in American coin history when quarters were still a major part of daily life. These coins passed through restaurants, gas stations, grocery stores, vending machines, arcades, and countless cash registers every single day. Because they circulated heavily for many years, most examples today show major wear, scratches, fading, and damage. That is exactly why collectors become excited whenever they discover a 1981 D quarter that still looks sharp, clean, and visually attractive after all these decades. The D mint mark on this Washington quarter tells collectors that the coin was struck at the famous Denver Mint. Over the years, the Denver Mint has produced billions of American coins, but not every coin left the facility with the same level of quality. Some were struck more sharply, some developed richer surfaces, and some preserved incredible eye appeal even after entering circulation. Collectors know that finding one of these better examples is not easy, especially when searching for coins from the early 1980s that survived in extra-fine condition. When you first examine a 1981 D Washington quarter in extra-fine condition, the details become immediately noticeable. George Washington's hair still shows visible texture, the facial features remain strong, and the lettering around the coin appears bold and clear. Unlike heavily worn examples where the design looks flat and faded, an extra-fine quarter still preserves much of its original appearance. That preserved detail creates strong collector interest because condition plays a massive role in determining desirability and long-term value. Color is another important feature that collectors pay attention to when examining old quarters. Some 1981 D quarters developed beautiful natural toning over time, creating rich shades of silver gray, smoky blue, golden highlights, or soft rainbow patterns along the edges. Coins with attractive natural color often stand out dramatically under proper lighting, making them far more desirable than dull or damaged examples. Serious collectors love coins with eye appeal because beautiful surfaces create unforgettable visual impact. Many people assume modern-era quarters cannot become valuable because they were produced in large numbers. However, experienced collectors understand that rarity is not only about mintage numbers. Survival rate matters just as much. While millions of 1981D quarters once existed, only a small percentage remain today in premium collector condition. Most were worn down through years of circulation, leaving high-quality survivors increasingly difficult to locate. One of the reasons collectors love the Washington Quarter series is its connection to American history. The design featuring George Washington became one of the most recognizable images in United States coinage. For generations, Americans carried these coins daily without realizing that certain examples would later become highly collectible treasures. Every quarter tells a story of commerce, travel, and everyday life during a different period of history. The reverse side of the 1981 Washington Quarter features the classic eagle design that many collectors still admire today. In extra fine condition, the eagle feathers remain visible and well-defined while the surrounding lettering appears strong and crisp. Collectors examine these details closely because they reveal how much wear the coin experienced during circulation. Coins with stronger reverse details often attract much greater attention in the collector market. Lighting can completely transform the appearance of a coin. Under bright light, an extra fine 1981D quarter may reveal soft original luster still glowing around protected areas of the design. This remaining luster gives the coin life and depth, making it much more attractive compared to dull, heavily circulated pieces. Many collectors slowly rotate coins under lamps just to admire the changing reflections across the surfaces. Some collectors spend years searching through bank rolls hoping to discover hidden treasures. They inspect every quarter carefully, checking mint marks, dates, color, strike quality, and condition. Most coins they find are ordinary, but every once in a while an exceptional example appears unexpectedly. That possibility keeps the excitement alive because collectors know rare discoveries can happen anywhere at any time. Coin collecting is not only about money. It is also about history, patience, and the thrill of discovery. Many collectors remember the exact moment they found an unusual or valuable coin for the first time. That excitement creates lifelong passion for the hobby. The 1981D Washington Quarter continues attracting attention because it reminds collectors that treasures can still hide in everyday places. Condition is everything in the coin world. Two quarters with the same date and mint mark can have completely different values depending on preservation. A heavily damaged example may only be worth face value, while a sharply detailed extra fine coin with beautiful color can attract serious collector demand. This difference teaches collectors why careful storage and proper handling are extremely important. Professional grading services play a major role in today's coin market. These companies carefully evaluate coins based on wear, surface quality, strike sharpness, and eye appeal. Even a small difference in grade can create a huge difference in value. That is why collectors study grading standards closely before buying or selling important coins. Many old coin collections stored away in homes contain forgotten treasures. Families sometimes inherit jars, boxes, albums, or rolls of coins with appear dull. When collectors finally saw the stunning quality of this remarkable coin, its value reached an astonishing $45,000. Next up, the Washington Quarter 1980D mint mark that could be hiding a small fortune. Every single day, millions of people handle quarters without giving them a second glance. Coins move from pocket to pocket, from stores to cash registers, from jars to drawers, and most people never stop to imagine that one small quarter could actually become a highly valuable collector treasure. But hidden among ordinary pocket change are coins that continue shocking collectors and auction buyers around the world. One of the most fascinating examples is the Washington Quarter dollar from 1980 with the D mint mark, especially when found in beautiful extra fine condition with strong natural color and impressive eye appeal. The 1980 Washington Quarter belongs to an era before the famous state quarter program transformed modern American coinage. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, these quarters were a normal part of everyday life in the United States. They were used constantly in vending machines, laundromats, parking meters, grocery stores, restaurants, movie theaters, and arcades. Because they circulated so heavily for years, most surviving examples today show major signs of wear, scratches, fading, and surface damage. That is exactly why collectors become excited when they discover an unusually well-preserved example. The D Mint mark found on this coin represents the historic Denver Mint, one of the most famous coin-producing facilities in America. The Denver Mint created millions upon millions of Washington quarters in 1980, but collectors know something important that casual people often overlook. Not every coin was struck with the same quality, and not every coin survived the decades in collectible condition. Some coins developed attractive surfaces, stronger details, and remarkable eye appeal, making them stand far above average examples. When examining a 1980 D Washington quarter in extra fine condition, collectors immediately focus on the sharpness of the details. George Washington's portrait still shows visible hair texture, stronger facial contours, and cleaner lines compared to heavily circulated coins. The lettering remains bold and readable, while the overall appearance feels crisp and attractive. This level of preservation becomes increasingly rare as time passes because so many coins from that era experienced years of heavy use. Color plays a massive role in collector appeal. Some 1980 D quarters developed beautiful natural toning after decades of careful storage. Soft silver-gray shades, golden highlights, bluish edges, and even subtle rainbow colors can appear on coins that age naturally over time. Collectors absolutely love these eye-catching surfaces because they make each coin unique. A beautifully toned quarter often attracts far more attention than a dull or lifeless example, even if both coins technically share the same grade. Many people believe only ancient coins or extremely old silver coins can become valuable. However, experienced collectors understand that condition rarity matters just as much as age. A coin does not need to be hundreds of years old to attract serious demand. If very few examples survive in exceptional condition with attractive color and strong details, collectors may compete aggressively to own one. The reverse side of the 1980 Washington quarter features the classic eagle design that remained on quarters for generations. In extra fine condition, the eagle feathers still appear visible and detailed while the lettering surrounding the design remains strong and clean. Collectors inspect these areas carefully because heavy circulation usually causes the reverse details to wear down quickly over time. The Washington Quarter series itself remains one of the most collected coin series in the United States. For decades, Americans carried these coins daily without realizing that some examples would later become valuable collector pieces. Because the design stayed familiar for such a long period, many people feel nostalgic when looking at quarters from the 1970s and 1980s. That emotional connection helps increase collector interest even further. Collectors often spend hours searching through bank rolls and old coin jars hoping to discover hidden treasures. Most coins they encounter are ordinary circulated pieces worth face value, but every once in a while something extraordinary appears unexpectedly. That possibility creates excitement because collectors know amazing discoveries can still happen today. One reason extra fine coins attract so much attention is because they offer a balance between history and preservation. These coins still show signs of real circulation and historical use, but they preserve enough detail to remain visually impressive. Many collectors appreciate this natural appearance because it gives the coin personality and authenticity. Professional grading has become extremely important in the modern coin market. Grading services carefully evaluate wear, strike quality, surface preservation, and eye appeal before assigning official grades. Even a slight improvement in condition can dramatically increase collector demand and market value. That is why serious collectors examine coins very carefully before making purchases. Some 1980 D quarters display much stronger strikes than others. On superior examples, Washington's hair details appear clearer, the lettering looks sharper, and the eagle feathers remain better defined. These differences may seem tiny to casual observers, but experienced collectors notice them instantly because strike quality greatly affects visual appeal. The thrill of coin collecting often begins with curiosity. Someone notices an unusual coin, researches it online, and suddenly becomes fascinated by the stories behind old currency. Many collectors started with simple pocket change searches before eventually building impressive collections over many years. The Washington Quarter series has introduced countless people to the hobby. Lighting can dramatically transform the appearance of a Washington quarter. Under bright illumination, traces of original mint luster may still glow softly around the protected areas of the design. This subtle shine creates movement and depth across the surfaces, giving the coin an almost alive appearance that collectors admire deeply. Natural toning remains one of the most admired features in coin collecting. Unlike artificial coloring or cleaning, natural toning develops incredible rarity and eye appeal. When this extraordinary coin appeared before serious buyers, its value climbed to an astonishing $45,000. Next up, the George 1999 State Quarter $1788 mint mark that left collectors completely shocked. Imagine reaching into your pocket and pulling out a quarter that looks completely ordinary at first glance, only to later discover that collectors are desperately searching for coins exactly like it. That incredible possibility is one of the biggest reasons why coin collecting continues growing every single year. Among the many coins that have captured attention over the decades, the George 1999 State Quarter Dollar with the 1788 design and D mint mark has become one of the most fascinating modern quarters collectors love to discuss. Especially when found in extra fine condition with beautiful color and sharp details, this coin can become an extraordinary discovery hidden in plain sight. The year 1999 marked a major turning point in American coin history because it introduced the famous State Quarter program. For the first time, millions of Americans became excited about collecting quarters directly from circulation. People rushed to save new designs, check pocket change, and search through coin rolls hoping to complete full sets. The State Quarter program transformed ordinary coins into national treasures almost overnight, and the 1788 State Quarters quickly became some of the most recognized pieces in the series. The D Mint mark on this quarter tells collectors that it was produced at the historic Denver Mint. The Denver Mint created massive numbers of state quarters during 1999 because public demand was enormous. However, collectors understand something very important about coin collecting. Large production numbers do not guarantee that beautiful examples will survive decades later in premium condition. Most quarters quickly entered circulation and experienced heavy use, leaving only a small number preserved in outstanding shape. When examining a 1999 State Quarter with the D Mint mark in extra fine condition, collectors immediately notice the impressive remaining detail. George Washington's portrait still appears bold and sharp while the lettering remains strong and easy to read. Unlike heavily circulated examples that appear flat and damaged, extra fine quarters preserve much of their original beauty. This level of preservation becomes especially important when collectors search for coins with long-term value and visual appeal. Color is another major reason collectors become fascinated with certain state quarters. Some coins develop beautiful natural toning after years of careful storage. Soft silver-gray shades, golden highlights, deep blue edges, and even rainbow reflections can appear across the surfaces under proper lighting. These natural colors make each coin unique and often increase collector demand dramatically because attractive eye appeal always stands out in the marketplace. The 1788 design connected to this quarter carries important historical meaning. Many state quarters celebrated major dates tied to state history and American heritage. Collectors love coins that combine beautiful design with strong historical themes because they feel connected to something much larger than ordinary money. Every detail on these quarters reminds collectors of the stories and traditions behind the United States. During the launch of the State Quarter program, people across America started saving quarters in jars, albums, and collections. Children, adults, and even people who had never collected coins before suddenly became fascinated with the hobby. Banks ran low on new quarters because so many people were pulling them from circulation. This massive excitement helped create a whole new generation of collectors almost instantly. The reverse design on the 1999 State Quarter made these coins feel completely different from older Washington quarters. Instead of the traditional eagle reverse used for decades, collectors suddenly saw unique state-themed artwork representing American history and culture. This change brought fresh excitement to coin collecting because each new release felt special and different. Collectors searching for extra fine examples often inspect every detail carefully under bright lights. They study the surfaces, lettering, strike quality, and remaining luster while looking for coins with exceptional eye appeal. Even tiny differences in condition can create major differences in desirability among serious collectors who understand rarity and preservation. One reason modern quarters become valuable is because most examples are not preserved carefully. People spend them without hesitation, allowing scratches, wear, fingerprints, and damage to build up over time. Finding a beautifully preserved 1999 D-State quarter decades later becomes much more difficult than many people realize because high-quality survivors are surprisingly limited. The thrill of searching through pocket change continues inspiring collectors around the world. Every quarter examined creates excitement because hidden treasures still occasionally appear in circulation. Stories about valuable discoveries encourage people to check old jars, inherited collections, and forgotten boxes filled with coins collected years ago. Lighting can completely transform the appearance of a state quarter. Under strong illumination, original mint luster may still glow softly around the protected areas of the design. This subtle brilliance gives the coin life and movement, creating an attractive appearance that collectors admire deeply. Many collectors prefer coins with natural surfaces untouched by cleaning. Cleaning often damages original texture and removes the character collectors value most. Natural aging, soft toning, and honest preservation usually make coins far more desirable in the collector market than artificially bright examples. Professional grading services play a huge role in determining collector confidence and market value. Experts carefully evaluate coins based on wear, strike sharpness, surface quality, and eye appeal before assigning official grades. Even slight differences in condition can separate ordinary coins from highly desirable collectibles. The State Quarter program changed American coin collecting forever because it made the hobby accessible to everyone. Unlike expensive rare coins hidden in auctions, state quarters appeared directly in circulation where ordinary people could find them daily. This accessibility created enormous public interest that continues even today. Some collectors specialize only in state quarters because the series offers competed to own this remarkable coin. Its value reached an astonishing $45,000.